I had my Anan 7000DLE Mk3 for almost a year now. This fan bothers me. I'm going to show you how I replace my stock fan in my Anan 7000DLE Mk3. I have this replacement fan made by Noctua. Model number is NFA8. This is going to be my second fan replacement that I've done before. The first one I've done was on the Anan 7300, and if you haven't seen that video, I'll leave the link above. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all these nuts. I'm using a 9/16 inch socket to remove these. I'm using this one here is a 1/2 inch. And looks like I also get to remove these two, the transverter and the 10 megahertz input. This here is 5/16. Now the time to remove these 6 hex heads. Okay, it's about to separate. I don't think I need to remove these 3 Phillips head for these RCA output. Okay. We have the radio upside down, and let's take a look at this. This is J8. Red is towards me. Okay. We got this ribbon cable that's rainbow colored. Brown is towards me. Oh, I see what they did there. There's like silicone. Okay, there's like silicone here. I probably need to break that. Okay, this big ribbon cable, I'm going to remove it. The red is to the left. That's J2, J10, the colorful rainbow colored. I'm going to take this tool that I have here. This came from the computer toolkit. I'm going to move aside the silicone here and then pull this ribbon cable out. There we go. That is J10. Okay, now the back panel is removed, and then we're just gonna set this aside. Alright, so this is now the bottom. I'm going to remove the bottom. Basically, hopefully that I can slide this out. If anything is getting binding in the inside as I slide this, looking for any pinch points. I see one here. I'll give you a closer look. Look inside there. Behind that fan there's a coaxial cable. I need to move that around the fan so I can remove the bottom plate. That's why you need to check the front and back. So inside here, see that? That part needs to be separated. Now it's coming out. Coming out now. Nice. Well, let's take a look and see what's holding us up. Here's a better view of the connectors. They're labeled here. So I'm going to remove them and label each one of them, making sure that I put them back in the right places. Alright, this connector is removed, and that is from, because I'm getting bad eyesight, J12. I don't have any painter's tape or masking tape. I'm just using Scotch tape. This using a permanent marker. So that's J12. This is J3. Okay, so J3. And I'm going to do the remainder for the other 3 that's left over. We have access to the fan. Time to replace it with a Noctua. Let me see where the plug is located. I traced the power for the fan, and it's these 2 black and red wires that's combined with this connector here. I'll have to cut the wires right around here so I can connect the new fan. Very important. You see on this fan, there's an arrow showing the airflow, and it's also listed on the Noctua fan. It's right here. But that's the orientation of how the fan is going to sit. So the connector is just coming here on this side, so I want to put the same side where the connector is. It's time to remove the fan. See inside the nut, the residue? So some sort of adhesive was applied. So let me do that for the remainder of the 3 screws. Yeah, there's definitely some adhesive that was applied on the bolt behind the nut. Here it is, guys. 3, 2, 1. On the Noctua fans, this is the ones with the 3 wires, the color black, red, and yellow. Black is obviously the ground, red is going to be your positive, and the yellow wire is the RPM speed signal. Just like the original fan, it just uses 2 wires, red and black. So I'm just going to splice the red and black wire to the Anan. There is an extension that came with the package. So what I can do is I can just go ahead and, let's see, connect this and then just cut it here on the extension so that I would still have the original connector attached to the fan. Splicing is done. I'm going to put the fan back in. Remember the airflow diagram? Just like that. And let me reassemble the fan. Okay, this power switch, it's backwards. So I'm going to put the off button on the bottom. So to turn it on, you would flip it to the top. Let me show you my PALSTAR HF Auto, its configuration. My PALSTAR HF Auto is currently on, so it's in the up position, and then for me to turn it off, it's on a down position. And the same goes for my RF kit RF2KS amplifier. The off is in a down position and the on is in the up position. This is the switch here. All I need to do is just flip it around 180 degrees. So it comes out like this. You want to do a 180 degrees flip and then put it right back in. So when I turn it on, I'll just need to flick it in the upwards position. Time to reinstall this, reverse order. Let's see if I get this right. Alright, here's the fan power right here. We need to connect that down. Nice firm click. We're going to connect these SMA connectors. Good thing we got these labeled because see the spaghetti? Gotta make sure we put this in the right places. Let's start for the first one here on this end. We're looking for J25. It's this one right here. J25. This middle plate moves front and back. So we need to attempt to get this connector connected to this plate here. So the easiest way to do it is do it towards the front. Use a narrow tool like this, okay, and then line it up, and then we have to get it from the bottom and push it up. Alright, it clicked. The next thing are those screws to get this bottom plate attached to the case. Time to use my hex head number 2.0. Alright, each one of those BNC had a star washer. It is done. It's all put back together. Now I'm going to apply power and we're going to test the fan and see how it sounds. We're all connected up. We're going to turn on the fan. Notice that the on and off switch is in the correct position. So let's turn it on. Here on my desktop, let's start Thetis. Okay, good. We're on 20 meters. Let me see if I can receive someone.
Station was knocking them out back to you.
You hear a static crash? We had a thunderstorm that just passed. Alright, so that's working. Receive is working. Is this frequency in use? November 4, Victor, Foxtrot, Romeo.
Yes, it is. Thank you for asking.
I'm sorry, sure, thank you. N4 VFR clear. Wow, I just picked a frequency. But anyways, good, he heard me. I'm running barefoot, guys, because my amplifier, the RF2KS, I did an update, and after the update, it wasn't really completed. I saw my screen was blank. I shut it off and then it failed to continue updating. So the controller has to be reprogrammed and also the SD card. So I submitted that in for repairs. So I'm only operating barefoot. That's why you don't see pure signal up. So I'm satisfied. This bad boy is working. This was a big project. I was kind of hesitant in doing this because I knew what the process it would take to take it apart. There is a process in putting it together. Do this first, so then you can do this type of thing. As far as difficulty goes, you know, you're going to do this at your own risk. And keep in mind that it's going to avoid your warranty because now you're opening up the unit, you're cutting some wires, and you're replacing the original components with an aftermarket. Another thing is I have a 200D at the other QTH, and me and my daughter opened it up to take a look on the inside to find out what was going on, how was the modification created in this used equipment that I bought. But if you haven't seen that video, it's pretty cool. Take a look at the link above, and you can see me and my daughter taking this Anan 200D apart. But I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you enjoyed my video. For those people that are just watching it and haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider to subscribe. Please just click on that button, click on the notification bell, click on the like saying that you enjoyed the entertainment. So we'll catch you on the next video. My name is Captain Darren and my amateur radio call sign is N4VFR. See you then.